17. And we're going to talk about how you can get a lot stronger, or at least 25 ways to get stronger. Joining me, Mighty Joe. Thank you, sir, for being here. Your new article, 25 Ways to Get Stronger Now.
It's about the quick fix. You know, people want the quick fix. And
Yeah,
like you know, we should work out regularly all the time and have a systematic program. But sometimes we just have to be strong now, or we want to show off in the gym or wherever it is.
Right.
And there are some tricks. We can actually make instantaneous progress.
Now, you have 25 ways, which we don't have time for 25, so we've kind of categorized them into 4, starting with psychological, right?
Psychological. One of the easiest things you can do if you want to get stronger right now is train with somebody you suspect might be stronger than you. So if you and I go to the gym together, we've never worked out before.
Right.
You know, together.
Yeah.
And if I'm there next to you, so I'm going to have to just bring my A game.
Oh, you better bring
It's that testosterone thing. You know, we get fueled by adrenaline and testosterone. You're going to immediately get stronger. So
ripping shirts.
Find a strong training partner and talk like Arnold the whole time.
That's
you know?
right.
So you must pump you up.
That's it, Hans and Franz.
So psychologically, you've got that edge. I mean, that's immediate gratification. You know, you're not going to get the same effect from the same training partner every time, but just keep, you know, jumping ship as soon as you start to feel a little weak, and you're going to get right back up there.
Well, let's talk about the equipment. How important is that? Obviously, you need it.
Yeah, there's all kinds of supportive gear you could use. Powerlifters use bench shirts, which is really an awkward-looking thing. It looks, you know, like you're walking like a gorilla, sort
of.
But a simple thing anybody could use is a piece of chalk. It's called magnesium carbonate. It's not baby powder. It looks like it when you put it on your hands, but it's going to help enhance your grip. So if slipping is a problem, and it's a weakness for a lot of people, is their grip.
Right.
So if you try to pick up a bar, no matter how strong your legs and back might be, if your grip gives out, you're not going to be strong. So
and if
it's $2, $3 for a brick of this stuff.
And if you're a big sweater, I mean, you're slipping around too. So
absolutely. Hot, humid gyms, I mean, anything could happen. So it's just something to really help enhance your grip.
And how about the belt, the weight belt? Is that a big, should you use that?
Anything that enhances stability will help you lift more immediately. So that's absolutely one of those tools. Again, I wouldn't rely on it all the time, but if you've never used a belt before and you throw one on, you might find your lifts going up, you know, 10, 15, 20 pounds that day.
No kidding.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's talk about the mechanical of this, because obviously mechanics play into it.
Yeah, this is just using technique. And again, I like to use grip because that's a weak point for a lot of people.
Right.
And especially something where you have to lift it from the ground and it hangs down. This isn't so much if you're pressing overhead or doing a bench press. But when you just grab a bar, a typical grip, and I'm going to flip for the camera here, instead of doing an overhand grip, I'm going to show it underhand. Instead of just grabbing the bar and wrapping your fingers and your thumb on top, you can actually flip your thumb under and then wrap your fingers on top of that.
So you're tucking your thumb in.
It's called a hook grip. It just locks everything in there, so it makes it hard for the bar to come out of your hand because you're holding your hand shut.
But that's awkward. That's something you're going to have to get used to.
You have to practice. You have to practice. But again, if grip is your weak point, you're going to be able to lift more right away because you're going to hang onto the bar. There's no risk of slippage right there.
Okay, and finally,
the one everyone's waiting for here, I'm sure.
Really.
Every guy likes to bench. You know, we're guys, and how much you bench. It's always that. So if you want to be the guinea pig right here, I'm going to work with you with a quick technique. And this is really into getting the muscles activated that are responsible for the bench. And everybody thinks of a bench press as a chest, an arm, a shoulder movement, but it really starts lower in the body. Your feet and your hips are a big part of the bench press.
Okay.
And so what I have you do is just grab the bar and bench as you normally would, and then we're going to throw a little extra technique in there.
I should let you all know this is 350 pounds.
At least, yeah. These are much bigger weights than they look like.
That's right.
So you're just going to bench like you normally would. Okay. And right now, your hips are kind of wobbling a little, your legs are wobbling.
Right.
So I have a technique I call clench the bench.
Okay.
Right? You can kind of squeeze your butt cheeks. If you could
right?
That.
Cheeks.
You can squeeze the cheeks.
Okay.
You're going to tighten your hips up and then bench.
And Joe, how much does the footing, your feet on the floor, how much does that pay?
It's a lot. I mean, you want to be stable. You want to make yourself stable. If you want to bench with your feet up on the bench like a lot of people do, you're not going to be able to lift as much weight. You get yourself stable, you're going to lift more. Just clenching the bench, squeezing the cheeks, as we say.
I can get a quick
so it makes you stronger immediately.
Yeah.
So if you're one of these guys who benches and you're all loosey-goosey and flipping around the bench, tightening up everything will help the weight go heavier.
All right. Well, great information. 25 ways to get stronger now. It's also in Men's Fitness magazine, correct?
Yep.
Joe, thank you so much. We appreciate it. For more information on today's Fit on Fox, head to our website, Fox 17 online.